Oi, functions. Okay, take a piece of code, give it a name, and we're done. But why should you do that? Well, isn't that obvious? When you have created an algorithm and you want to use that algorithm at different places in your code, copy paste? No. I don't like repetition in my code, and there is a more elegant way to do this. And that elegant way is functions. So now you know what functions are. Let's talk about some features and restrictions of functions. For explaining this, let's make an example function. The first function we have is make a superhero. The first advantage of functions is functions can have variables. You can give functions variables and do stuff with the variables, like make a superhero and then superpower as variable. And this function can now make a superhero and give him the superpower you gave to the superhero. Second of all, functions can return things. Functions can return things like strings, integers, lists, all things. Here is the example. Make superhero, return name. And now you can put in your code something like favorite superhero is make superhero fly. But you can only return one thing at a time. Because if you return something in your function, the function also stops. In this case, if you want to check what your superhero can be used for, you should return a list. Not return everything apart, because the function stops with the first return and you will only get one use back from the function. Now here is a restriction. Functions cannot change variables outside themselves. Now you think if you want to change the world, this will work. But no. The world will be changed in the function, but the world outside the function will not be changed. This means you have now two worlds, a world in the function and a world outside the function. If you want to change the world, you can better do something like this. Here is something extra, recursion. You can also call functions inside functions. With that, you can also call the same function inside the function. That sounds complicated, right? It's like give superhero enough powers. You can have something like if superhero has enough powers, return. Else, give him a power and give superhero enough powers. Now you have recursion. Again, just like with loops, you can have infinite recursion with recursion. If you don't let it stop, it will go to infinity and beyond again. To see the use of this, you will need examples. And I will make examples in the future of algorithms that use recursion. In theory, now you can code, but there is so much more in programming and I will explain all sort of concepts later. Guys, I have so many ideas to make videos about. So much information to share and I'm very excited. Now, if you like this video, you know how that function works. If you want to see more like this, subscribe. You also know how that function works. Next week, probably an algorithm. So I see you next week. Bye.